game developers. Welcome to another episode of GDevelop. Today we are quickly going to look at how to create a smooth camera that follows your platformer character around. So now, as you can see, when I preview my game, I have the animations in place. It all looks good, but the camera is very static, meaning it doesn't move. So let's change that. It's very easy to do that. First of all, we're going to go to Untitled Scene. We're going to create a new event group. We're going to call this group, let me just delete this. We are going to call this group Player Camera. Right. Then, under the player camera, we are going to not add a condition because we want this action to run with each frame that the game is running. So we're not going to add a condition. We're just going to go to Add Camera. And I am going to add camera, search for camera, and look for this one, Camera Center X Position. Click on that. Say choose an operator, set to value. Now in value, we are going to use an expression called lerp. Lerp. Now as it shows you here, lerp is a number, and a number. Basically what it does is it uses this number, the first value, and the second value, and it interpolates it with the last number. Now, you don't really have to know what that means. I'll just show you how to do it. If you really want to know how that works, you can go read up on the GDeveloper page. GDevelop developer page. Right, so in lerp, we want to give it the first value. Now, the value that we want is the value of camera X. So we're going to say camera X position, comma, player dot X position, comma, and now we're going to give it a number. The smaller the number, the slower the movement of the camera. So I'm going to go with 0.05 as I feel like that works well for me. And then I'm going to smack OK. Now let's preview our game. Okay, so now we can see that the camera is following our character on the x-axis of the game. If you know maths and you pay attention in class, you would know that the x-axis is usually the horizontal axis, right? Now, we need to change the camera so that it also follows the Y position. So we're going to go to add action in the same condition or the same event here. Remember, there's no condition. I'm going to add an action. We're going to call it camera. We're going to say camera center Y position. Click on that. The operator that we are using is set to. It should be the same. And just like before, we're going to use the lerp expression. So lerp in brackets, lerp, what? It's okay, lerp. So then we're going to say camera, but not X. We're going to use camera Y. Remember, camera needs to be spelled with a capital C, and Y needs to be in capital form as well, uppercase if you may. So camera Y position, comma, player dot Y position. Again, player is capital letter, uppercase, and the Y, comma, 0.05. Right, and we hit OK, preview, and now you can see the camera is nice and smooth and it follows the character around everywhere. Now, I know after the last GDevelop update, before when I used the tile map and I created the tile map, I created it on another level, another layer, a tile map layer. This doesn't work anymore. So if you have a tile map on a tile map layer, delete that layer and move everything to your base layer. So as you can see, all of the objects in my scene is on the base layer. Keep it that way. Don't use another layer. If you do, it's going to mess with the camera. All right. So there we go. Here is the code again. You can look at it and you can add it to your game. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode.